Got a word from our sponsor, Manscaped. They're the leaders in below the belt male grooming. They're the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. The Lawnmower 4.0 is still undefeated to this day. Nobody has beaten it. Ceramic blades, advanced skin safe technology to help cut down on those grooming accidents. It is waterproof so you can shave in the shower, and it has an LED light so you can shave in the dark in the shower. But do not get out of that shower because we have package deals for you, man. In case you're a fan of package deals, Manscaped has the performance package, right? Now, in the performance package, it comes with the Lawnmower 4.0. It comes with the Weed Whacker, which is a nose and ear hair trimmer, right? So you shave up your man parts, then you hit your nose, then you hit your ears. Well, what else comes with that performance package? You got ball toner, you got ball deodorant. Bro, Manscaped even comes with complimentary Manscaped boxers. I have graduated them to my lucky draws. And if you act now, you get a Manscaped travel shed bag to keep all of your goodies in. Listen, this is what I want to do. I want to save y'all some money. Voch says this. Go to manscaped.com. Get everything over there. Get the performance package. Throw a couple more lawnmowers in there. Use promo code VOCH20. VOCH20 to get 20% off and free shipping. And don't forget that Manscaped ships internationally. All right? Love y'all to pieces. Manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you. I have a highlighted version of the film session today of us getting sacks on Kirk Cousins. But if you want to see the entire D-line breakdown, run over to my Patreon, patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. We also watched a little bit of Jabril Cox and Damone Clark. We watched whatever kind of popped up on film over there. We watched the whole thing. So patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. I would love to see you over there. Now let's get into the film for the day. Let's get started. Bring it on! So Micah Parsons is first and foremost the best defensive player in the league, but I ain't telling you nothing we don't know already. And the one thing that I wanted, going into this game is, for one, I always appreciate when we could play a good game of find the scrub. Okay, that's when we find the worst dude and just kind of attack him. And during the game, the Cowboys did do that. But I just love when you can put your best dude on their best dude. We just smoke the shit out of them anyway. That it don't get no better than that, my good sir. Let's take a look at what Micah Parsons did, man. First of all, comes off the line of scrimmage, right, with that Micah Parsons aura, with that Micah Parsons energy. And, Christian Darrisaw, he had to find his feet in that exchange because you don't know what Micah Parsons is going to do. He's 250 pounds and faster than everybody on the field, right? Christian Darrisaw did a fantastic job of actually getting hands on Micah and using his length. But Micah Parsons, with the left hand to the chest, boom, he tried to get a little control on Darrisaw's right hand, but he missed. But Micah Parsons stays diligent in the fight. He gets a good lift on Darrisaw's left arm there, and after that we get a smooth little rip and a run to Kirk Cousins. If you take a look at my different ways Micah got sacks video that I put out last year, that ain't the name of it, but I'm sure if you type that in with Voch Lombardi, you'll find it. Micah Parsons got about 5 sacks from people thinking they was fast enough to run away from him, but that's Micah. And if you Kirk Cousins, man, it'll probably be better for you to just either, well, you probably can't throw the ball away because of the grounding situation, right? But throw the ball at the feet of somebody. Don't try to run away from Micah because Micah is him. Now we playing find the scrub. Christian Darrisaw went out of the game with a concussion, and now we got backup left tackle, whatever the hell his name is, backup left tackle for the Minnesota Vikings. Hey, look, just leave Micah Parsons over there and let him just do what he do. Let the boy do what he do, man. Come on, bro. Listen, we're gonna get a powerful, strong rush to the outside, and when Micah Parsons gives you threat to the outside, you got to believe him. But what happens with the left tackle when he believes Micah Parsons is going outside? He gives up way too much room to the inside, and Micah Parsons notices that. He's going to get to the inside, defeat that inside hand, give us a little rip at the end, and once again we're putting grass stains on Kirk. While we're continuing this theme of finding the scrub, take a look at D-Law choosing violence for breakfast, lunch, and dinner as he gets hands on the boy Kirk Cousins. Now, listen, I don't know if it was in the game plan that backup left tackle number 64, whoever the hell you are, my good sir, I don't know if it's in the game plan that you just give up sacks to the inside all day, but you just can't keep oversetting like that. You can't just keep overextending like that. And look, I understand that you may want to, or you may have tried to disguise one of your pass sets with a little bit of a halfway of a run set because of the play action look, but my good sir, even if this is a pass play that you're doing a halfway run play action look set for, you still cannot give us that much of the inside because DeMarcus Lawrence loves to take insides. And then we got DeMarcus Lawrence versus Dalvin Cook, which wasn't, it played out just as well as you would have thought. If I would have told you, hey, DeMarcus Lawrence versus Dalvin Cook, what did you think gonna happen? And then if you think about what happened, it'll look just like that. Kirk's on the ground again. I'm not going to partake in the internet shenanigans of whether Dorrance Armstrong is as talented as a player as Randy Gregory, or is he as good as a player as Randy Gregory, or anything like that. But I'm just happy to have Dorrance Armstrong here, and I'm just kind of happy to give him his flowers, right? He is our third rusher. Just think about that. Dorrance Armstrong is our third rusher, and he got 7 sacks on the year right now. And he gets this one versus Darrisaw, which is left tackle 1. Yo, listen, everybody stay focused, man. Let me just pause this one last time, and I won't pause it again. Don't let the national media fool you with the idea that, oh, Christian Darrisaw got hurt and that's why the Cowboys took advantage of the whole Kirk Cousins pressure thing because Darrisaw went out. Man, we got 2 sacks on Darrisaw, bro. The first one was on Micah on the third play of defense, and this is coming from Dorrance Armstrong. Dorrance did a fantastic job of getting his hands inside, boom, getting that hat level low and picking up Darrisaw. Darrisaw kind of gets straight-legged sometimes, and Dorrance Armstrong did a fantastic job of taking advantage of that. And instead of getting rid of Darrisaw, we just took Darrisaw all the way to Kirk Cousins, and boy, there was a party in the backfield. And this was the second sack on Kirk Cousins from Dorrance Armstrong. And at this point, man, this is just when it rains, it pours. You know what I mean? Kirk Cousins just kind of walked into this sack. And Kirk was probably exhausted by this point of the game. But I am a fan of numbers. I love racking up stats. I love beating the shot at the opposing quarterback. Kirk is on the ground, and that's all I care about. But wait, chat, there is more. Dante Fowler putting hands all over my guy Ed Ingram. He ain't have to do it like that. And to be fair, going into this game, when me and my guy Will Steele, go over the shots out to him, Skywalker Steele on all social medias, when me and him were breaking down this game, we knew that there needed to be a game of find the scrub to be played on this offensive line. But we felt good about this Vikings offensive line. And if we thought that there was going to be a player that you had to find the scrub for, that it was going to be Ed Ingram. In my mind, if we were to get 7 sacks and you asked me pregame, Voch, the Cowboys got 7 sacks, who you think they got 4 of them on? I would think that it would be Ed Ingram, but nah. We didn't really destroy Ed Ingram like I thought we did. But damn, Dante Fowler whooped Ed Ingram enough for 7 sacks. And look, I understand what I just said about Dorrance Armstrong being our third guy and him having 7 sacks, but Dante Fowler got 5 and he's our 4th guy. This pass rush team is special. And I got one last one, not a whole bunch of technical analysis right here, just J-Ron Curse beating the shit out of Kirk Cousins. You know, J-Ron got to run free a little bit, and I don't know if they just simply did not block J-Ron Curse because maybe they counted him as a safety, and maybe that's on Kirk to, you know, find a safety valve or something like that just to get rid of the ball because he sees him coming, you know what I mean? Like, these tight ends just totally ignored just the idea that J-Ron Curse was just lined up right in C gap. Well, not in C gap, he was head up on the tight end, but he ended up hitting C gap with great vengeance and furious anger, and nobody touched him. But hey, as long as we hit Kirk Cousins, I'm gonna live with it. Now, Damone Clark showed us some flashes, right? He's lined up wide versus Dalvin Cook here, or is that's Madison? They both look alike with the single-digit numbers. So, yes. Damone Clark showed some flashes, right? He showed a little bit of athleticism, and you know, I'm about ready for, you know, Damone to put it together now. Okay, he's had a couple of games now where he's played, and he didn't start that one game, but he played like 30 reps that game. Clark played a gang of reps in this game also, right? So now it's time for him to start putting things together. It's time for him to start really establishing his role on this team as the linebacker opposite of Van Der Esch when Micah's not playing linebacker, right? Damone Clark showed us some good things. We see him getting busy in the run here, but I made an observation. Typically what happens in blowouts when you beat the shit out of a team, you know, we go to the backups. We call the dogs off, right? And just in this particular situation, we saw a lot from Luke Gifford and Jabril Cox. And I say, this would be a fantastic time to see what Jabril Cox looks like in live action. You know, we don't see much of Jabril nowadays because it almost seems like the coaching staff just kind of pushed him down the depth chart a little bit. He's in a bit of no man's land. So, you know, in my mind, whenever I see Jabril and he's not playing on, you know, kicking teams or whatever, it'll be good to see Jabril actually make some plays at linebacker, right? So he actually got in the game, and when I saw Jabril, he was making some plays at linebacker in the game, and I don't want to be that guy that talks about Jabril Cox making plays versus the second team offense, but to be fair, Jabril Cox is like a third team linebacker at this point, right? He's not even backup linebacker status right now, but I did see Jabril kind of flash and make plays in the open field. Let's fast forward I got another one. Jabril made a couple of plays, but I just had a couple that I wanted to show you in particular. Now, if you wanted to watch these in full, you should have been to Patreon there. But Jabril Cox, in the little bit of time he played, and chat, please don't take this the wrong way, but Jabril Cox, in the little bit of time that he played, he made just as many plays as Damone Clark made in the full game. Now, I'm not saying that Jabril is better than Damone. I'm not there watching practice. Jabril did it versus second team. Damone did it versus starters. I'm not really here to say what did and what did not happen. But what I am here to say is that this linebacker group is particularly what I would call the weakness of this defense at this point. And if you're going to be the weakness on this defense, I'm just rolling some miscellaneous film right now. And if you're going to be the weakness on this defense, what we need to see from you is a little just some type of all hands on deck approach, right? Just a little bit of improvement. So yes, Damone Clark is playing for you, but just let's see what Jabril Cox does, right? I think everybody has this time to where they step up versus the group that they in, and they earn more reps for the next group that's ahead of them, right? So when we saw Deron Bland make big plays, we go, hey, let's see what Deron Bland would look like in a first team situation. So we go watch Deron Bland. I think Jabril Cox, and this is just me watching him towards the end of the film, not calling him a starter or anything, right? I think Jabril Cox has earned enough to be like, hey, let's see what he looks like in a rotational type role versus the first team. Damone can start, Van Der Esch can start, Micah can start. I just want to see more from Jabril, right? Just to see if he can do it. And then if Jabril continues to make plays, then we can rotate him. Dan Quinn's done this before. He's rotated linebackers on this team before, when there was Micah and Jalen Smith and, you know, Keanu Neal and Van Der Esch. We was rotating all four of those dudes, right? You mean to tell me if Jabril Cox can make some plays for you, we ain't got no room for him on the defense? I need to see it. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. If y'all want to see this film session at full length, y'all please subscribe to my Patreon, patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. We watched the entire D-line this morning, so if you want to go and watch the D-line film, that'll be up there on Patreon. I appreciate you, man. Leave a like and hit all the algorithm buttons and follow me on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI. Y'all hold down for the Doski Woski Peace Whiskey, man. Till next time, salute.